Wake Up Crew.
WGNS.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Look, up in the sky.
Is a bird
It's a plane.
It's the Wake Up Crew.
with John Dinkins.
Brian Barrett.
And Dalton Barrett.
And good morning, Americans. It's the Wake Up Crew. I'm John Dinkins.
I'm Dalton Barrett.
I'm Brian Barrett.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
That's pretty good.
You fell right into that. That's really good. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. That's right. It's Taco Tuesday day,
Taco Tuesday.
where we talk about food a lot. Talk about a lot of food.
Oh,
and
yes.
it is 10 days until the 4th of July. And this is the 24th of June, episode 1685. And we are here to get you through the day, or get you started, get your day started. And July 11th, the premiere of Superman: The Legacy.
Superman. It's just Superman, isn't it?
Oh, I guess it used to be Legacy, wasn't it?
It was Superman Legacy when they announced it, and then they changed it to just Superman.
Starring David Cornsweet.
I As the like Man of corn Steel. Sweat. I like my corn sweaty.
I think the big hit of that movie is going to be Lois, too. I think Lois is going to be good.
She's pretty good in the previews.
Yeah. And, of course, Krypto, the super dog.
Super dog.
You know, he used to have a comic book named after him, Krypto. Yeah.
He had a TV show, a cartoon in the 90s.
Hot summer. It's here. We're in the middle of June. Well, last of June, actually.
For all of you that wanted the rain to end, you're welcome. Here's a little weather nerd information. Nashville, Middle Tennessee had the wettest May and beginning of June. 25 of the 48 days measurable rainfall.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Especially this time of year.
So that's over half of the days, 52% of the days.
Well, that's good because it's going to be dry until September. So
it's the first time it's happened in 80 years.
Whew.
That we've had that much rain.
It's been horrible.
What was it? Last Friday, maybe? Came into work. It was raining.
Yeah.
Oh, that good kind of rain, that sleeping kind of rain.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to go to the couch that morning instead of do the show, just take a big nap. Man, that's good sleeping weather right there.
The dogs hate going outside in it.
You know, I am very fortunate. My puppy, unless it's just a total downpour, he will go. He's very, very good about doing that.
Rosie will go. Ladybug and Skeeter won't. They want to prance around, and it's like, oh, my feet are wet.
Well, that's because you've spoiled them.
Yes, they're little princesses.
Yeah, you didn't spoil Rosie. And I'll look at Chipper, and I look at him right in his eyes, and I'll go, Chipper, you have two choices. You can either, expand your bladder or go to the bathroom right now. And he goes. And but now we do have a lot of trees in our backyard, so he doesn't get the full effect of the rain. Even heavy rain, he doesn't get the full effect of it.
Yeah. Skeeter and Ladybug will look at you like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Now,
Turn this off.
He will do that in downpours.
Yeah.
Now he loves snow. Now he does love to go out with snow though. Has no problem whatsoever.
Rosie makes herself sick eating the snow.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like a conveyor belt.
Well, my in-laws, Ann Jackson, and brought her little doggie over, Kimmy, the other day, and Kimmy don't have anything to do with Chipper.
Oh really?
Kimmy looks a lot like Ladybug. A lot like. But she will not have anything to do with Chipper. And if Chipper goes and sits in like Brett's lap, Kimmy will get mad, get jealous. So, I don't know. So,
well, there's another relationship that won't happen.
Yeah, that's true. We tried to match Ladybug, but
you were against that.
Chipper's too hyper. I don't want to be related to you by dogs. I just don't.
That's a weird sentence to say anyway.
Yeah, really. But Chipper
just a weird.
Chipper was too hyper for Ladybug. She couldn't keep up the pace. Chipper would run her around the coffee table, and Ladybug couldn't keep up the pace. She jumped in guess whose lap, and stayed there the rest of the night. Yeah, like protect me, poor little Chipper. So
You should have seen her with the grandbaby.
She was not happy.
Oh, really?
No, she wasn't happy. I had a little bit. She tried to get up on the, get down.
Boy, that's going to be a fun Wednesdays. Going to be fun time Wednesdays.
Yeah.
He might as well just put all the dogs up in a room while he's got the baby over there,
Yeah, make a little dog room.
Or are
for
you
him.
going over to his house? Has that been decided yet?
No. I don't.
Okay. Well, you could go over there. 6:17.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. A heat advisory continues. Sunny and hot for today. Highs top out near 97 degrees, with heat index values approaching 105. Winds will be light. And then tonight, mostly clear skies. Winds remain light. Patchy fogs possible in spots well after midnight. And lows drop to 74. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 75.
Come on over and save here at the Restore. We have new product in the store. Come on down if you're looking for sheets or comforters or pillows. It will be great for MTSU students. We got it.
Hurry over to the Habitat Restore.
If you're in that painting job, we do have new paint and also painting supplies. So we got all your brushes and anything you may need.
Great for doing home projects.
We are open to the public.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah.
850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Head over to Toots.com for our daily specials, our menu, and all of our locations. Check out our Kids Club for some extra deals. Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Good food and fun.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Think the customers know I raise these eggs myself?
They do now. That hen's been louder than your radio.
50 years of local flavor. The Farmers Market, Tuesday and Friday, 7 to 1.
Only at a producer-only market can you meet the hens behind the eggs.
Lane Agro Park in Murfreesboro.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton had his surgery for a torn Achilles suffered in Game 7 Sunday night. He could miss next season. Oklahoma City's win in the finale Sunday drew over 16 million TV viewers, the largest NBA audience since the 2019 finals. The Celtics traded guard Drew Holiday to Portland for Anthony Simons, who has an expiring contract, and 2 second-rounders. To Major League Baseball, Seattle's Cal Raleigh hit his 32nd home run of the season. He has 6 in his last 6 games. Mariners won 11-2 at Minnesota. Cincinnati over the Yankees 6-1. The one for New York, Aaron Judge's 28th homer. Atlanta beat the Mets 3-2. The Mets have lost 9 of 10. Baltimore shut out Texas 6-0. Wins for Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Arizona shut out the White Sox 10-0. Angels with 4 runs bottom of the 8th beat Boston 9-5. Washington won at San Diego 10-6.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:21 here on the Wake Up Crew. Coming up, we've got CBS News Update in less than 20 minutes. And a check of state news from Access Tennessee is straight ahead. That's around 6:25 this morning. We've got news, weather, and sports. We've got everything for you. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
And we can only do that because we're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. United Communications provides award-winning fiber internet and phone service across Middle Tennessee. You can visit mte.com/internet to learn more. MTE. Our good neighbor of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
It's Abby Brasher. She's today's good neighbor of the day for her wonderful spirit and contagious smile. Abby's going to receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
Well, there you go. Today's good neighbor. If you'd like to send in a good neighbor of the day, super simple, very easy. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 or WGNSradio.com/good neighbor. Two of the extremely easy ways to get in your good neighbor nominations to us here at WGNS. Don't forget, birthdays, anniversaries, same phone number for the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club.
Well, we're towards the end of the month here, end of the month of June, kind of headed towards that. So I figured instead of giving the holiday today, we'll talk about what month June is. And June is Country Cooking Month.
Yeah,
so
baby.
You celebrate the rest of the month by making yourself some old country cooking, some country fried steak or mashed potatoes.
Hog
jowl. Your favorites. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, boy, that's
Pinto
some good
beans.
eating. That's some good eating. But if you're going to cook hog jowl, you better go outside because it sprays everywhere. It is that crackling kind of thing. We have a special song today for our song of the day. It's one of the ones that hit number one, and it was in 1977. Let me give you a little background. Okay. This is sung by David Soul called Don't Give Up on Us. He died last year, David Soul. In 1977, it hit number one. David Soul was part of Starsky and Hutch, the big TV show in the 70s.
Which one was he?
I think he played Hutch, I believe.
He was the blonde-haired guy then.
Yeah, and the blonde-haired guy was also in Here Come the Brides with Bobby Sherman, which is another teen idol. So anybody that John Travolta had a hit song during this time, and I don't know, I think his song may have come number one, but this is called, it's David Soul, Don't Give Up on Us.
Don't give up on us, baby. Don't make the wrong seem right. The future isn't just one night. It's written in the moonlight. Painted on the stars. We catch it arms. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth one.
Isn't that pretty?
It is a nice song.
Number one in 1977. More of the Wake Up Crew continues. We're going to be talking about James Bond coming up, too, as well. It's 6:24 here on the Crew.
Just for
The residents at Stones River Manor love the activities and the environment.
They have everything. They have exercise class. The activity center has the Bible study that I like very much. Everyone is so friendly. They really want to make you happy here.
Stones River Manor, serving the community since 1977.
And you have the little thing around your neck that you can press a button if you need help right away. I feel very safe here.
Stones River Manor in Murfreesboro, near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
Leaks, clogs, or new installations, Roscoe Brown Plumbing is here to ensure water flows exactly where it needs to go in your home. Since 1940, our team of expert plumbers has provided Middle Tennessee with prompt, reliable service. From emergency repairs to routine maintenance, we're always here, ensuring your home's plumbing system is in tip-top shape. Trust in Roscoe Brown Plumbing for all your plumbing needs, where your family's comfort is our top priority. RoscoeBrown.com.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dudley. The cost of your hunting and fishing licenses won't be going up, at least not for now. This after state lawmakers blocked a requested rate hike from the TWRA. Lawmakers instead promising to create new revenue streams for the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency through a pre-existing sales tax. The TWRA told lawmakers that it has a $15 million budget deficit due to state-mandated salary increases and skyrocketing costs. Lawmakers noted that raising licensing fees would negatively impact their constituents and may not actually generate more money. A small storm causes major damage to a home in Hardin County. Officials say lightning from a small passing storm yesterday afternoon struck a home in Counts. The fire required a response from several different fire stations. The home was badly damaged, but no injuries were reported. More news in 30 seconds.
Hey, Joe, I thought you were retired.
Living on a fixed income is tough. So here I am, an essential worker.
I know. I mean, food prices are going up every day. Thank goodness for benefitscheckup.org.
Benefits what?
Benefitscheckup.org. It's a free website where people over 60 can find help to pay for food, medicine, even utilities. I got $1,200 a year in benefits. Maybe it can help you.
Jackson residents are noting a planned emergency siren test this week instead of the routine tornado siren tones, though. Jackson-Madison County emergency managers say they'll be testing the air raid or chemical emergency tones. Officials say this is a different sound than the tornado siren, and they want citizens to understand the difference. Emergency managers say this is not necessarily related to current world events. The test will take place this Saturday around Madison County. Will Nunley, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
We're moving right along here on the Wake Up Crew. John, Brian, and Dalton with you. And our time here is 6:27. And we want to remind you that we have, Good Neighbor Events, another check of the weather, and we'll be looking at traffic for the first time in a few minutes. That'll be at 6:34. We promised you that we'd be talking about, we've got some James Bond news for you this morning.
Who's got the news? Who's got the news?
It's the Bond representative. It's Dalton Barrett.
Yes. Now, we've been hyping up this news a lot. And I do want to say before I say anything, it is just a rumor.
Well, it's not news. You should say I had a James Bond rumor.
We're in the 2025. It's rumors are news now.
Rumors are news. According to a new rumor, the next James Bond movie is set to begin shooting in 2026. And according to the insider Daniel Reitman,
he's not
Scooper,
an insider.
Daniel Reitman, Aaron Pierce is being considered for the role of James Bond. Aaron Pierce was in an M. Night Shyamalan movie. He was in Old. And then most recently, he was in Rebel Ridge, which is a Netflix movie that's apparently pretty good that I have not seen.
Is he English?
He is British,
Okay.
yes. He was adopted by a British family. So his nationality, he's African, but he was adopted into a British family.
I got you.
Is it Pierre?
Pierre, yes, not Pierce. Sorry,
Yeah.
Pierre.
Aaron Pierre
is also, interestingly enough, he is confirmed he is the co-lead in the HBO Lanterns series. So he is a Green Lantern.
You
One of
can't
the
be a
two Green
superhero and James Bond, can you?
According to Daniel Reitman, the Scooper, he is considered for the role of James Bond.
How old is he? That's a big key because they wanted to go younger, didn't they? The Broccolis wanted to go younger.
Yeah, he doesn't look very old. Let's see how old Aaron Pierre is. He is 31 years old.
Okay, that's pretty young. Do you know
he was also one of the voices in Mufasa, the Lion King prequel that just came out?
You know what was an amazing fact that I did not know? That Roger Moore, when he was James Bond, his first James Bond, he was 45 at the time.
And it shows.
I mean, that was in Live and Let Die. I mean, he did look pretty good at 45.
Yes.
You know, he looked young. But I forgot that he'd done Maverick and The Saint. He did The Saint for like 10 years. So that was kind of unusual. That kind of shocked me a little bit.
Well, Pierce Brosnan says Aaron Taylor Johnson should be James Bond.
Well, we don't know. That is just a rumor that Dalton's reporting. But
yes, but I've seen several different. That this is from Actio News is the name of the website. But lots of websites have reported this. Entertainment Now and comicbookmovie.com. A lot of different sites have reported on this rumor. I don't know who this Daniel Reitman guy is, but he is apparently a scooper, and he's been right on some stuff before.
A scooper.
A scooper.
That makes it official. Kind of.
He's a Marvel scooper. He scoops for Marvel movies.
Unless he's a pooper scooper.
Which he could be a pooper scooper. But no, I like the way this guy looks. He's got he's very suave looking. He in the movie Old, which is an M. Night Shyamalan movie that I love because it's so bad. He plays a character called Midsize Sedan. That's the character's name. It's very funny.
Breaking news from the James Bond newsroom. There you go. Today in History is up next, brought to you by Turner Security.
Turn to Turner Security.
In 1497, John Cabot claims eastern Canada for England, believes he's found Asia. 1902, the Target Corporation is founded by American businessman George Dayton as Goodfellow Dry Goods in Minneapolis. If you notice, a lot of their shirts and everything have the Goodfellow logo on it. In 1916, Mary Pickford becomes the first female star to get $1 million contract. In 1949, Hopalong Cassidy becomes the first network Western.
On his way down the moonlit trail to where cowboys race. Hop along, Cassidy.
In 1963, the first demonstration of home video recorder takes place in London. 1981, speaking of James Bond, For Your Eyes Only, the 12th James Bond starring Roger Moore and first directed by John Glenn, premieres in London. That is a hit from a movie right there.
Yep.
Sheena Easton.
Yep.
That was about your time, wasn't it, Brian? In 2006, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, directed by Gore Verbinski, starring Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, and Orlando Bloom, premieres at Disneyland. Becomes the fastest film to gross over $1 billion. And that's a look at Today in History. Coming up, it's Brandon Brooks with Rewind. Much more to come here on the Wake Up Crew. Stay right here with us. Take us out of here, Johnny.
This is CBS Rewind. June 24th, 1967.
She's a wonderful lady and she's mine.
The Monkees at the top of the album chart with Headquarters.
It's too easy humming songs.
Only to be knocked off the next week by the Beatles. This date in 1981.
Mr. Bond, you have shot your last bolt.
The release of the James Bond movie.
Are your eyes open?
Starring Roger Moore.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
June 24th, 1997.
I can tell you about where babies come from.
Actor Brian Keith took his own life.
I want to say goodnight to my kids.
He was 75.
Good night, Uncle Bill.
I'm Brendan Brooks, and that's Rewind.
And now, a no-frills ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned, straightforward ad. See if you could save at Progressive.com.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. A heat advisory continues. Sunny and hot for today. Highs top out near 97 degrees. With heat index values approaching 105, winds will be light. And then tonight, mostly clear skies. Winds remain light. Patchy fogs possible in spots well after midnight. And lows drop to 74. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 75.
Good morning. A little bit of volume here in the last few minutes. 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. It's also increased coming through Mount Juliet right now. All that traffic leaving Wilson County headed towards Davidson County on I-40 going westbound. As you come into Hermitage up by B&A Airport, that's gotten a little bit busier over there around the airport just in the last few minutes. When you need dependable towing in Middle Tennessee for a car, big truck, no matter what county you're living in, call STR Towing and Recovery, strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, AmeriCare Pest Control, and Old National Bank.
Here's Tom Sweat with AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
AmeriCare's moisture control services include mold testing, mold remediation, crawl space repair, vapor barrier, sump pump installation, radon testing, radon mitigation, and basement waterproofing. If there's something wrong in your crawl space or basement, we can probably help. Just ask for a free inspection.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
WGNS encourages you to shop local and patronize those local family businesses. And the free Movies Under the Stars from Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department continues through July 26th at Barfield Crescent Park on Monday nights, over at the Richard Siegel Soccer Park on Thursday evenings. Fridays, it's at Cannonsburg Village. And on Saturday, Movies Under the Stars at the Fountains at Gateway. This week, it's Finding Dory, and that's a free service of the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. Walt Disney's musical Newsies wraps up this weekend at the Art Center of Cannon County in neighboring Woodbury. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood. Phone the Red Cross at 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give the gift of life at a time that fits your schedule. Don't forget, the Rutherford County Library System offers free computer classes. They also offer walk-in service at all the locations if you have challenges with your smartphone. They're happy to help you. That's at any branch of the Rutherford County Library System. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door.
Security, access control, cameras, and much more for your business and home. No long-term contract. We keep your business because we did a great job, not because you signed a 5-year agreement. One call does it all for your security and technology needs. Online at turnersecurity.us. That's turnersecurity.us.
Turn to Turner Security.
McCabe Vision Center.
Everything in my left eye just looked like it was cloudy, foggy, had a skim over it. Looked like I was looking through real dirty glass, and I was having trouble driving. The lights glared, and it's absolutely gone.
He's the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
The eye surgery was a piece of cake. It was so simple, it was so easy, never felt a thing. Once it was over, able to walk right out.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive.
It's a Slick Pig barbecue, spicy wings and Brunswick stew, everything made fresh for you at the Slick Pig barbecue. There's lean smoked turkey and chicken too, ribs so tender don't need to chew. Well, come on folks, I'm telling you, it's a Slick Pig barbecue. In 1920 East Main, you're gonna love the pig.
The Slick Pig Barbecue, a Murfreesboro tradition.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
21 before the hour, and just can tell you, we've heard the weather forecast and all those kind of things. It's hot. It's just hot.
It's hot.
Hot, hot, hot. And it's time for our dad joke. Speaking of hot, he hasn't been. So let's see if this joke will be a change of pace for him.
So I've done what, 3 lately?
Yeah.
You liked the one last week. You laughed. So I mean, it's just. I mean, Daryl did the ones before.
What have you done?
Yeah, but it's a new start. Every week's a new start.
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately? I got it. What do you call a cow eating grass?
I don't know. What?
A lawnmower.
That was an illegal use of facial expressions.
Oh, there are illegal things now?
Yes, there. Yeah. I think you deduct a point for an illegal use of facial expressions, but I think that's a 4.
I do too. I believe that's a 4. Solid 4.
So it's a 5. It's 5.
Very good.
It's a 5.
It's a very good 4. Facial expressions excluded. Had a 5 if you hadn't done that. You know, it just never
We'll
know.
let the listeners decide.
They
Well,
can't
it's
see
been
your
a
facial
thing with Everett,
expressions.
so.
641 here on the Wake Up Crew.
CBS News Special Report.
These guys got to calm down. It's ridiculous.
President Trump reacting this morning after both sides appear to have violated the terms of a ceasefire he brokered between Iran and Israel.
I think they both violated it. I don't think I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all and I'm going to see if I can stop it.
The president told reporters neither side knows what the expletive they're doing. CBS News contributor, retired General Frank McKenzie.
A lot of Iranian senior leadership has been killed. So it's not surprising that maybe Iranian forces in the field somewhere haven't gotten the word that the war has ended or the war is in a truce phase. So I would look to see what happens over the next 12 hours.
President Trump is now on his way to The Hague for a NATO summit, where the Israel-Iran conflict is expected to be a key topic of discussion. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Following the announcement by President Donald Trump that the United States had struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites, Tennessee lawmakers offered a flurry of responses, many showing strong support. Among them, U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn called the move, quote, victory for the United States, while Governor Bill Lee emphasized his prayers for troops and Israel's sovereignty. U.S. Representative Dana Harshberger praised the mission's success in deterring war, and Representative Andy Ogles echoed a call for continued prayer, commending Trump for decisive leadership. However, not all responses were supportive. Democratic lawmakers such as Senator Heidi Campbell and Representative Justin Jones criticized the military action as dangerous and unnecessary, reflecting a sharp partisan divide. Meanwhile, in lighter news here in Murfreesboro, Rutherford County Paws is turning attention to a different kind of pressing issue, helping a 4-legged resident find a permanent home. Margot, a 50-pound pit bull mix, has been with the shelter since early March and has become a staff favorite for her affectionate and well-mannered personality. At just over a year old, Margot is spayed, vaccinated, heartworm negative, and ready for adoption. Paws, located on John R. Rice Boulevard in Murfreesboro, handles adoptions on a first-come, first-served basis and encourages prospective pet parents to visit in person. As tensions mount abroad, local efforts in Rutherford County continue to focus on compassion and community here at home. That's all for now. For more local news in a quick and digestible format, but more than just the headlines, be sure to check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast, available where you already listen. Whether you're walking the dog or getting your first cup of coffee for the morning, make sure you start the morning off right with the Rutherford Roundup podcast on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and our website. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Need a new set of tires? Head to Tire World, where you can buy now, pay later. Ask your Tire World experts in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne about their financing options.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Get the Bridgestone affiliated retailer credit card.
Play an old guitar from 1:30. Trying to make a living while everybody else is having fun.
Don't just go to any barber, go to the singing barber, Charlie Pitts. Get a great haircut and entertainment too. That's Charlie Pitts, 2528 Las Casas Pike. Phone 615-785-0966. That's Charlie Pitts.
Mercy.
First Shot, growing in Christ with life and athletic skills.
So we teach God's Word at everything we do to implant it in them so that they understand that the only way to get through the world is with God on their side.
First Shot founder and executive director Andy Herzer.
Our focus is on our inner city here at Patterson Park.
From academics to athletics, First Shot's focus is toward building a stronger, more courageous spirit to face opportunities and obstacles that our youth confront every day. To find out more about First Shot, go to firstshottn.org.
Discover hidden treasures at the Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in Murfreesboro. Whether you're searching for stylish clothing, sturdy furniture, or even large appliances, we've got them all at prices that you'll love. But here's the best part. 100% of your purchase supports Greenhouse Ministries, serving over 70 families a day. Your shopping dollars go straight back into the community, making a real impact. Shop smart and give back at the Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in Murfreesboro.
Everything is more expensive these days. If high prices are dragging down your summer plans, would a little extra cash help? If you join Heritage South Community Credit Union and open your first account by June 30th, you could win $1,500 to fuel your summer fun. Plus, we're giving away great prizes every week. Now is the perfect time to learn why we say, we help when others won't. Learn more at heritagesouth.org. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, Jim, where'd you source out those maters from?
Right out of my field. Still had mud on them this morning.
50 fresh, flavorful seasons at the Rutherford County Farmers Market, Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro on John R. Rice Boulevard.
The Rutherford County Farmers Market. No middlemen, just local hands and local dirt.
Man on the Street Newsmakers, brought to you by Old National Bank in Murfreesboro.
Friends? Yes. The financial partners whom you've built a relationship with at Old National Bank are still at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, right here in the borough. And so are the warm, homemade cookies.
Cookies are ready, dear.
Like Grandma used to make. If you need online and mobile banking, Murfreesboro's Old National Bank does that too. You and Old National Bank, better together.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank. Member FDIC.
Medical doctor and eye specialist Craig McCabe.
Sunlight is very important to the health of our bodies, to the point where I think it should be called medicine. There are photoreceptors, light receptors in your retina. Those axons project to cells that regulate the production of a hormone called melatonin. There's a lot of people using melatonin to help them sleep. Well, it's been shown that if you use video display devices, your phone, they still think it's daytime. They don't release the melatonin. It's harder for you to go to sleep. So that's why an hour or two before sleep, you should not be looking at any of these bright sources of light. And one of the best ways to help you sleep then is to avoid those, to be in dimmer light, and you will sleep faster and longer. You know, one of the things we've heard is that vitamin D is very important. They have higher vitamin D and they deal better with COVID and viruses and infections. That actually may be a marker for getting sunlight. And it's actually sunlight that helps our immune system, and the infrared light specifically.
Information you need, staying healthy with sunshine.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome back to Taco Tuesday here on the Wake Up Crew at 6:48. And don't forget, we have the CBS Entertainment Report with Matt Wolf coming up at 6:45.
I think Matt Wolf had a stroke.
I know. Something's always happening at the end of it now. I don't know. Do one just straight. Just like no pressure.
I was trying to.
No, well, you didn't.
I
You
don't
failed.
think you were.
Okay, do one just straight. Okay. Trying to be a sexy wolf, I guess. I'm not really sure what that is. I am trying to figure out if you watch local TV.
No.
Well, you watch local news on TV. But I'm so confused. Back in the old days, back in my day, they used to have one anchor, maybe two anchors, a woman, a female, and a male.
Mm-hmm.
Then a weatherman who was on every day of the week, and then a weekend weather guy and a weekend anchor desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. Now they have so many newscasts, you're liable to see anybody at any time. I mean,
and that's the way it should be.
Channel 4, let's go with them. Channel 4, first of all, they have Lydia Fielder at 3 o'clock. The other girl, I can't think of her name right now, at 4 o'clock with Jeremy Finley at 5 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, and then they have Mario, whatever his name is.
Maurice.
Maurice, and I can't think of her name. Jeez.
No, I can't. I know who she's tall. Blonde.
Yeah, got basketball player Frank.
Cornett.
Tracy
Cornett.
Yeah, Tracy Cornett. And then they have the same group at night. Channel 2 has a girl at 3. They have the morning crew. Then they have a girl at 3. Then they have I don't know what they do at 4. I don't think they have. Maybe they may not have news. And then they have somebody at 5, and then Bob Mueller and them come in at 5. Okay, they're kind of normal. Channel 5 has got a unique weather thing going on though. Okay, Kerry Sharp comes on at 4 o'clock, 5. Then Rory's got the news at 6 and 10.
Solo, right?
Well, at 10 he's solo. 6 o'clock, Kerry, I think, is still working. But the weather, Henry, whatever his name is.
Rothenberg.
Thank you. Henry Rothenberg comes on. He's on Saturday, Sunday mornings, the morning weather.
Mm-hmm. And Saturday, too, right? You said that.
Saturday and Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then he does the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening weather. Katie Melvin comes on Saturday night and Sunday night, and she does the Thursday, Friday evening weather.
So she's evenings, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, right. So it's kind of a unique way. I kind of like the way they're doing that, you know. So, but it's really different. And then their News Channel 5 at 9. That's a whole new ball game.
Oh, they're doing it at 9 now?
Well, they do. They talk. They sit in chairs and they chit-chat.
9 a.m. 9
Yeah.
a.m. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think a big part of it is because your news anchors aren't who they used to be. Like, used to be, it was the number one way you got your news, so you had to know them and know their personality and trust them and whatever. That's just not how.
Big part of the ratings.
Now it's just not what it is anymore. You want them to say the news and then move on, and then you're going to do something else. And
that has happened so quickly, though. Have you noticed? I mean, in the last, 3 years, that has changed a lot.
It's a post-pandemic thing.
Yeah, it really has. It's changed a lot.
People were at home more, and they got to find out different ways to find and consume the information that they wanted. What happened?
Very aptly said. Now, here at WGNS, though, we only have one news guy. Really. I mean, you do some news.
Yeah.
But then Dalton Barrett does the entire news.
The presentation of the news.
He's the news department, basically. Dalton Barrett, in terms of
I'm
presenting.
the personality that
presenting
reads
the
it.
news. Yeah, and that's why the ratings are up, right? Okay.
It's me, and who's that other guy who does the news every now and then?
Kincaid Wilson.
Kincaid Wilson. Me and Kincaid Wilson.
Who is Kincaid Wilson? What? Who's Kincaid
You
Wilson?
pass his office up front.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay, Kincaid Wilson. I got you.
Every now, like once every couple months, he'll have a
So he's a
newscast or two
he's a
in.
part-time worker. He's
Very
a part-time
much.
guy. Okay.
Contract.
Sort of.
Okay. Time for some birthday celebrations. Let's go to it.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
All right, our celebrity birthday list includes Jack Dempsey, born in 1895. He was an American boxer. 1942, Michelle Lee, American stage and screen actress and leading actress in Knots Landing.
I play Karen.
Oh, I see you watched that show, huh? Your wife made you, didn't she? 1944, Jeff Beck, a British rock guitarist, born in Wallington, Surrey.
And I know, well, if she had me back again.
A member of the Yardbirds. That's them singing.
Oh.
And 1947, Mick Fleetwood, rock drummer of Fleetwood Mac. Got a lot of local birthdays today. Yes, we do. Leanne Newton, Mike Pirtle, Asa Wilson, Faith Garner, and Martha Brown all have birthdays. And a happy anniversary to Lee Ann and Bart Walker, married in 1967. You
That's
figure it out.
58 years.
58 years. Poor Leanne.
Wow. There goes your bonus.
I didn't say it. It was Dalton that said it.
Yeah, let's blame it on him.
6:55. Let's take our last look at the weather for the hour.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. A heat advisory continues. Sunny and hot for today. Highs top out near 97 degrees, with heat index values approaching 105. Winds will be light. And then tonight, mostly clear skies. Winds remain light. Patchy fogs possible in spots well after midnight. And lows drop to 74. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 75.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated Incorporated.
Good morning. Trying to clear up a couple of accidents out here, including this one on Ellington Parkway. It's going northbound right near Broadmoor, not causing too much of a problem since it's in the northbound lanes. Southbound, however, has picked up from the top down to the bottom on Ellington Parkway down to Spring Street as it builds now 65 south down through Goodlettsville. Princess Hot Chicken has live entertainment tomorrow night starting at 6 o'clock. It's always a lot of fun on Wednesday nights. Order online throughout the day at princesshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
No middlemen, no mystery, just fresh picked produce. Straight from the Tennessee dirt to your dinner table. Rutherford County Farmers Market, where our family feeds your family.
Rutherford County Farmers Market. There's something fresh every week. Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 to 1 on John R. Rice Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Tina Busey. I'm director here at the Habitat Restore.
My name is Rocky. I'm the assistant manager here at the Restore.
Our hours are Monday 12 to 6, Tuesday through Friday 9 to 6, and on Saturday 9 to 3. We try to stop donations an hour before we close.
Shop, save, and donate to the Habitat Restore.
And yes, we are open to the public.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah.
850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Upgrade your home's comfort with Roscoe Brown & Carrier smart thermostats. Yep, they're smarter than me. Our cutting-edge technology learns your habits, adjusting your home's temperature for ultimate comfort, all while saving on energy costs. Experience the convenience of controlling your HVAC system. Just click of a button on your phone from anywhere at any time. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier, where modern comfort meets innovation. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. We're Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
We've got news concerning show renewals, so first, let's go to Scotland.
Without you, I am adrift.
And the highly anticipated prequel series to Outlander called Outlander Blood of My Blood isn't out until August, but already Starz has greenlit it for a season 2. In fact, they've already started filming it.
Harry needs the Harrigans.
And Mobland getting a season 2 on Paramount Plus with Joanne Froggatt, who you might know best from Downton Abbey. She told me Mobland was quite the flip from her old show.
It is this sort of new world that people can step into, and it's a dark, scary, funny world.
We'll see her next in Downton Abbey, the grand finale out this fall. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
And now, a no-frills ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned, straightforward ad. See if you could save at Progressive.com.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:58 here on the Wake Up Crew, and again, congratulations to Abby Brasher. Today's Good Neighbor of the Day. She has a wonderful spirit and a contagious smile. Abby's going to receive flowers from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts. They're located at 117 South Academy Street at News Radio WGNS.
And if you know someone who's gone the extra mile and want to nominate them as our Good Neighbor of the Day, it's really easy to do that. Just go ahead and text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to nominate that person. Very similar process for birthdays. Call or text 615-893-1450 or head on over to WGNSradio.com/birthdays to get those in so we can give away a delicious bowl of banana pudding from our friends at Slick Pig Barbecue.
For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day.
And we've got more to come. You've got Taco Tuesday coming up, Brian.
Yes, we do have a lot of things to talk about on Taco Tuesday.
And, of course, the award-winning snack food report.
Internationally known.
Internationally? Yep. Oh, okay. It's 7 o'clock here on the Big G.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Tenuous truce.
I hope that this ceasefire is a new beginning for Israel and for Iran and for the Middle East.
Heat wave intensifies.
It feels like an armpit out here.
Housing dilemmas.
Virtually impossible for many potential home buyers.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Israel claims Iran launched missiles after the start of a ceasefire, and Israel vows retaliation. President Trump accuses both sides of violating it.
These guys got to calm down. It's ridiculous.
It all came hours after the two countries agreed to end their 12-day war. Here's CBS's Deborah Patta.
In the hours before the ceasefire was supposed to come into effect, both Israel and Iran tried to inflict maximum damage. Israel pounded Iran in one of its most deadly attacks of the past 12 days. The Israeli government says it destroyed dozens of government targets and killed hundreds of Revolutionary Guards. Since the early hours of the morning, an eerie calm has now descended on the streets of Tehran. Iran's parting shots came in 6 waves of missiles, with a direct hit on the Israeli town of Beersheba. The bodies of at least 4 people were carried out on stretchers, bringing the death toll in Israel to 28.
Just minor damage after Iran's limited retaliatory strike on a U.S. military base in Qatar, and no injuries. Iran warned of it in advance. President Trump was first to announce the ceasefire development on social media. He's now headed to a NATO summit in the Netherlands. White House correspondent Weijia Jiang.
He really wanted to go into this NATO summit with a victory, to say that he was able to broker this ceasefire. He was jubilant last night as he talked about how both Israel and Iran agreed to it. But today he is extremely frustrated. He said that both countries have already violated it, and he even used an expletive. He said, when he was asked whether he thought Israel was committed to peace, Trump said, we have 2 countries that have been fighting for so long that don't know what the F they are doing.
The Mideast news sent stock futures higher ahead of the opening bell on Wall Street, and oil prices lower.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. Oil prices hit a 3-year low right after that ceasefire announcement, after soaring in the wake of the U.S. airstrikes on Iran. Here in London, Brent crude was trading at $68.76 a barrel a little while ago, down from over $79 a barrel. Prices, though, inching back up on signs that ceasefire may be faltering. Volatility is the word of the day.
Extreme heat is forecast today for 195 million of us in the eastern half of the country. CBS's Rob Marciano.
We've got heat indices and advisories and warnings that encompass several states here, probably over 24, 150 million people involved with this. And today's records potentially will include triple-digit forecasted temperatures in D.C. and Baltimore, Philly, New York. We hit that. That's the first time we've done it since 2012, and that would be a record that stands since 1888. And then you include the humidity. That's what it really feels like to your body, and that's when you can really overheat. And we're still in dangerous categories from St. Louis all the way to Boston today, and then things begin to change a little bit tomorrow.
The U.S. Supreme Court is giving the Trump administration the green light to send undocumented migrants to third countries. Legal analyst Lori Levinson.
This is a great deal of discretion being given to the executive branch, to the Department of Homeland Security, to allow them to go ahead and manage these type of international removals without the court having finally said whether or not they're using proper procedures.
A lower court said those migrants should have an opportunity to challenge their deportation. A federal judge has blocked the effort by the administration to keep international students from attending Harvard University. The order preserves the ability of foreign students to study at Harvard while the case is decided. 4 minutes after the hour.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Prosecutors are winding down their case in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. CBS's Jared Hill.
Federal prosecutors' final witness in Sean Diddy Combs' trial back on the stand. Homeland Security Special Agent Joseph Churchill continued to detail evidence against Combs, including travel records and hotel invoices connected to the so-called freak-offs at the center of the case.
Police in Wisconsin have charged a man and woman with poisoning two women he used to date.
Police say the two victims briefly dated Paul Van Dyne of Madison more than a year ago. He and his current partner, Andrea Whitaker, are accused of lacing his former girlfriend's water bottles with thallium and leaving Abrin, a potentially fatal toxin, in their cars. Both victims were hospitalized with severe abdominal pain. One of them, with her voice disguised, says she fears for her and her children's safety.
Because I'm constantly bracing for what Paul and Andrea might do next.
Van Dyne and Whitaker have been charged with attempted murder. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
The Trump administration plans to rescind a nearly quarter-century-old rule that blocked logging, road construction, and development on national forest lands. It effectively ends protection for 58 million acres of forests. An annual report says the choice of owning or renting is a difficult one right now, with rents rising and buyers facing obstacles.
The State of the Nation's Housing Report for 2025 finds that it's becoming harder to own a home, and it's a mix of challenges: higher prices, interest rates, insurance premiums, and property taxes. Alexander Herman of the Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies.
If you spend more than 30% of your income on housing, you would consider you cost burden. So now more than 20 million homeowners have cost burden. That's about a quarter of all homeowners in the country.
The study finds that many builders in 2024 responded by producing homes that are smaller or had fewer amenities. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
A 29-year-old Colorado man who was struck by lightning last week on his Florida honeymoon has died. It happened in New Smyrna Beach. Two golfers were also struck in the same area but were not seriously hurt. From the music world, British guitarist and songwriter Mick Ralphs has died. He was a founding member of Bad Company, and before that was in Mott the Hoople. Ralphs, who never fully recovered from a stroke 9 years ago, was 81. Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly.
Get the latest national news all day from CBS News Radio, right here on News Radio WGNS. I'm Steve Kathan. Now back to Brian, John, and Dalton for more of the Wake Up Crew.
Back at it for another hour of fun and information. You've got the Wake Up Crew here with you. I'm Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Dalton Barrett here as well. We've got more information right now for you as we check on traffic and weather together. This update brought to you by Toots.
This is Wade Hayes from Toots Restaurants. One of the things that put us on the map here in Rutherford County was our daily specials. Now you can go to our website, toots.com, and click on the Daily Specials tab to see what those are.
Hey, this is Jack Hayes. Come over to Toots Restaurants and play our cool arcade games. And while you're at it, come check out our menus.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. A heat advisory continues. Sunny and hot for today. Highs top out near 97 degrees with heat index values approaching 105. Winds will be light. And then tonight, mostly clear skies. Winds remain light. Patchy fogs possible in spots well after midnight. And lows drop to 74. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 77.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. Old National Bank in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning, T-Dot. Still out with this wreck 24 eastbound, just past Briley Parkway as you come in from the north side of town. You got all that traffic arriving in that area there from Jolton as it gets heavier down I-40, especially in the Mount Juliet area, leaving Wilson County. It's loading up pretty good on 40 west through Hermitage as you head towards Donaldson as well there at B&A Airport. Hey, if you recently suffered hail or storm damage, now your roof is starting to leak a little bit. Call Independent Roofing Specialists today. You'll be glad you did. They're the best here in Middle Tennessee. IRSroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome into a Tuesday Wake Up Crew, News Radio, WGNS 1019, 100.5, WGNSradio.com. It's Brian and John and Dalton. We're all here on a crazy, wacky Tuesday. Is it crazy and wacky? You be
Not
the
yet.
judge. Not yet. You saying that's going to happen this hour?
Oh, I don't know.
It didn't happen last hour? There was no craziness or wackiness?
No, of course not. Not on the celebrated 6 o'clock hour of the Wake Up Crew.
Thank you, Dalton. It only gets disoriented during the 7 o'clock hour.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That one guy comes on the 6 o'clock hour and he always does a wolf voice.
Or Scooby-Doo, one of the two.
Right. That sounded more like Seinfeld.
No, that's Tim the Toolman
Allen,
Taylor.
yeah.
You lost your bonus in the first hour.
How did I lose my bonus?
Well,
we get a bonus?
Somebody said something about Bart and Leanne's 58th anniversary.
All I said was...
Oh, that was Dalton, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, all I said was,
Oh,
congratulations.
once again,
Happy
that
anniversary.
was you who said that.
It
He
wasn't
just said-
me. It
You
was
said you can do the math, and then you said 58 years.
Bart would probably agree with me that Leanne has put up with him. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got Taco
58
Tuesday.
years.
Yeah, I know. That's a long time.
58.
Taco Tuesday, 7:22 segment and the 7:35 segment this morning. Who knows what we're going to get into here in a minute? It could just be about anything. Let's see. We've got.
That wasn't bad for the first time, both of us. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was doing an impression of you, not an actual wolf impression.
Oh,
you know?
Well, that was a pretty good impression of me.
So I ended it. Well, I was doing an impression of him. That's why I ended it on like a little whimper.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Make fun of him.
This show has devolved. 10
That's
days.
what we're going to do for the next 5 minutes, everyone.
10 days until the 4th of July, too, by the way. So keep that in mind. John, you were very detailed about our song of the day. You were excited about today's
It was a
song of the
number
day.
one. It actually did hit number one in
Yeah.
1977.
But he didn't have any other hits.
No, that was the only one. The flip side to that record was Black Bean Soup. It didn't go anywhere. But Don't Give Up on Us, Baby went number one.
Don't give up on us, baby.
Little David Soul for you.
Make the
Wrong seem right.
Did you do any dancing to this song?
Slow dancing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What are you talking about, man? It was the 70s, baby.
With your bell bottoms on?
My bell bottoms were on, man. But now, back then, we only danced to slow dancing. Now, we did learn disco. We started doing some disco stuff. But before that, girls on one side, boys on one other side, they danced, but far distances. It was really crazy to see.
Wow.
Like line dancing, but you're not touching.
Well, that sounds like 7th and 8th graders dancing, middle school dances.
That's the way it was.
Yeah.
Old Ag Center up there where the tennis courts are now.
Yeah.
I've just been notified that my dog is currently standing outside of the door to my office crying because of the howling noise that he just heard.
Oh, no.
Apparently he's just standing there crying because we were howling a second ago.
You are going to be killed, it sounds like, to me.
In that room soundproof in there?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. They can hear us?
Everything.
Oh, Lord.
So
all they would have to do is turn on the radio. We're on the air.
Have you seen the show Bar Rescue?
I have.
Dalton?
Yes, I have. I know what you're going to talk about.
John Taffer is the guy, the bar rescue guy.
Yeah, I know him.
He rescues those bars.
Yep. He's been in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yep.
At 615 District. Is it District?
Is
yeah,
it
615
going to be
District.
on television?
Yeah.
I eat their soul food over there. It's good.
Man, they're going to bring our little small town to the big screen.
They have good food over there.
Yeah, it's cheap.
That makes me wonder if that's one of the things that has to go.
Oh,
in
can't
the bar
combine
rescue.
the two.
Yeah. Because it is a little different.
Yeah,
right?
they've got, and the bar is very big.
It is.
I mean, it stretches across that whole front.
Now, if you're thinking, where is this? 615 District is the old Shoney's on South Church Street.
Yeah. But I love their food. It's really good. Fried chicken. It's great. I mean,
I've actually had their food recently.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got their macaroni and cheese, which was awesome.
It's like if you went to Clearview, but they had a bar.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It is a different
But now
combination.
they do serve other stuff. It's not just
You got wings, burgers, that
yeah.
kind of thing that you would think that you would get there.
So they may want to try to. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting show.
Yeah.
Did they say when it's airing?
No, they're just filming, so I'm sure it's maybe for an upcoming season.
He gets on to them bad, you know. If you're
well, this one little thing that I'm saying, he's the Gordon Ramsay of bar and nightclub businesses.
Yeah. I mean, he gets ugly. So I hope it's not. I hope it's not that ugly. I mean,
what do they call it? A stress night on the show, where they, invite a lot of people in and see how they handle it. They had that last Thursday.
No.
So that's where they are in the filming
My question
of it.
about that: why would you want that done? Why would you want to do that? I wonder how. I mean, did they pick you, or
I think
you need help?
I think you
need
submit.
some help.
Yeah.
And maybe they did. I don't know enough about their business. They may have needed help. I know a lot of places do that for they do it for the advertising, basically.
Sure. I mean, you get national publicity.
Right.
And you
get yelled at.
Well, when you're in a local area, you invite local people in on your stress night and things like that. Maybe people who've never been before.
But you like their food, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned.
I mean, I don't drink, so I don't care about the bar. But
right.
I'm sure that's an issue.
Well, and if it's bar rescue, I'm thinking that's where you make your business.
Right.
Restaurants make their business with alcohol sales.
And you're thinking they might get rid of some of the food, the menu, and change the menu to because
they have the soul food, the meat and three kind of food, and then they have the bar food, and they only serve the meat and three stuff at a certain time. Well, yeah,
I'm a big guy. They're kind of
could be some of that too. So we'll see. But more Taco Tuesday after sports.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports,
sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton had his surgery for a torn Achilles suffered in Game 7 Sunday night. He could miss next season. Oklahoma City's win in the finale Sunday drew over 16 million TV viewers, the largest NBA audience since the 2019 finals. The Celtics traded guard Drew Holiday to Portland for Anthony Simons, who has an expiring contract, and 2 second-rounders. To Major League Baseball, Seattle's Cal Raleigh hit his 32nd home run of the season. He has 6 in his last 6 games. Mariners won 11-2 at Minnesota. Cincinnati over the Yankees 6-1. The 1 for New York, Aaron Judge's 28th homer. Atlanta beat the Mets 3-2. The Mets have lost 9 of 10. Baltimore shut out Texas 6-0. Wins for Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Arizona shut out the White Sox 10-0. Angels with 4 runs bottom of the 8th beat Boston 9-5. Washington won at San Diego 10-6.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the law offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the law offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
If you're not waking up to the Wake Up Crew, here's what you've been missing.
Disgruntled Workers Day. At this moment, I am a disgruntled worker.
Don't miss the Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton. Weekday mornings from 6 until Swap and Shop.
Hi, I'm Wade Hayes, owner of Toots Good Food and Fun. I strongly believe that volunteers make a positive difference in the quality of life here in our community.
The Women's Club of Murfreesboro does so much to preserve the history of this community. A special thank you to Sandra Hawkins, who volunteers much of her time documenting local history. She also serves on the board, is a past president, and is always helping with different committees. Thank you, Sandra Hawkins. And right now, the Women's Club of Murfreesboro is preserving their historic downtown home.
At Toots, we strongly believe that it's important for every one of our citizens to give some of their time and talent back into the community. And we want to honor these individuals with a Toots gift certificate good at any of our Rutherford County locations. 860 Northwest Broad Street, on Church Street in the Barfield area, in Smyrna on Sam Ridley, and Toots West on Franklin Road at Rucker Lane.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE's Drive EV program has resources for members who would like to learn more about all aspects of EVs. MTE is developing programs and educational materials to answer member questions. Learn more at driveev.com.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
The time 7:22. Wake Up Crew, Tuesday. Yes, Taco Tuesday. So, several things on Taco Tuesday. We've had a lot of this news on WGNSradio.com, including the closure of the Burrow Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
that's TSU.
That's been there a long time. Is he retiring, I think?
He is.
Yeah.
Lee Roberts. July 5th will be their last day. And, John, do you remember what was there before?
Yeah, Pronto Burgers.
Okay. So Pronto Burger had to be before Armando's.
Yeah.
Armando's was there.
I never went to it when it was Armando's.
Okay.
But Pronto.
I heard they had like 99-cent spaghetti night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so Pronto Burger, that's where it was, huh?
Right there on the corner. Yeah.
How about that? So yeah, closing, unfortunately.
Do you think that's a better way to handle retiring if you're a restaurant owner, is just to close it down, or do you think it's better to sell it? Because I think the food always tastes worse when a business sells like that, when a restaurant sells.
I don't know. I never went in there, so I can't really vouch for the food, but
I'm not just there specifically.
Yeah.
I mean more like anywhere.
What I think is that I think the property's more valuable than the actual business itself.
Yeah, there's no telling what's going to be in there.
Right there.
Yeah, so
across from the college.
Yeah.
And of course, Tex Brokers they're done. So they're right there. There are two big prime locations right in front of the college.
I'd put a Raising Cane in there.
Well, on the corner where the Woodfin Chapel used to be, that's the parking lot. That's where the hotel is going.
Oh, yeah.
John, you say Cane's, but you could put an In-N-Out burger there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's so close to the college, and they're open till like 3-4 a.m. or something.
Well, speaking of close to the college, I tried an insomnia cookie.
Oh, how about that?
I did too. I took the youngest granddaughter with me. She absolutely loves them. Now, I compared them to Crumble. I like Crumble better. But if you like that type of cookie, because Mia said, I don't like all the stuff they put on the top of Crumble, and it's too thick.
So these are just kind of like regular cookies.
They're just, aren't they, Dalton, for the most part? I mean, you can get some fancy ones. Yeah, you can get some fancy ones. Now,
I got one called it was called like the Supreme Cookie or the Kitchen Sink or something like that. And that was maybe one of the best cookies I've had in my life.
What was in it? The Kitchen Sink?
It had like cereal in it, Fruity Pebbles. It had some like like strawberry sauce in the middle of the cookie. It had all kinds of stuff in it. It was very, very good.
I think it just goes by your taste, what you like in a cookie. Now, I just bought a plain sugar cookie, and they were absolutely delicious. Do I like crumble better? I do personally, but that doesn't mean. But Mia liked Insomnia cookies better. So it's a personal taste. Now, they were very crowded that night.
Do they have oatmeal raisin cookies?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm kind of. I have to be in a mood for a crumble cookie.
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
And it's not a cookie mood. Like, I have to be in the mood for a crumble because it's almost like a cupcake.
A lot, yeah.
You know, and so when I'm in a mood for crumble, that's what I want. But I think if I just wanted a cookie, a normal cookie, I'd probably go to Insomnia over crumble. But they're both different to me. I don't think you can really compare the two.
Where's the stuff over there by Home Goods and Ashley's, the little where they make the ice cream? They turn it up, and they
Marble Slab.
I like their cookies there too. I mean, they've got a good cookie.
And I'll stand by till the day I'm dead. Subway has some incredible cookies.
Their raspberry cheesecake or raspberry whatever, those are delicious.
Goodness.
I'll tell you what though, Kroger makes a good cookie too. I mean, if you just need a cookie,
Marble Slab reminded me. I also tried the new Bluebell cherry vanilla ice cream flavor. And it is like, the little maraschino cherries or whatever that just mixed in with vanilla ice cream, and it is delicious.
Yeah.
Maybe my current favorite
Is it
Bluebell
like their
flavor.
homemade vanilla, or is it their vanilla? They have two kinds.
I think it's just their vanilla, but you really can't tell because they pour that cherry juice in the actual ice cream. It's pink when you open it, so the whole thing tastes like cherry.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm. But Insomnia was good. Their line was incredibly long that night.
I had it delivered. They had a free delivery deal the first week they opened, and so now it took 2 hours to get the cookies delivered, but I didn't actually have to wait in the line.
Well, if you have a hankering. One little note about Travola Ristorante Italiano on Front Street in Smyrna. After being closed for several weeks, a sign has appeared on the door indicating the spot is changing ownership and it is going to become Bean Brothers Barbecue and Catering.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Is the new Camino opened yet over where O'Charlie's was?
It has.
Okay.
I have seen some pictures on Facebook of people saying that it is open. So,
Okay.
a little restaurant news. Got a little bit more, and of course, the snack food report all coming up. But we're going to take a little break here. 7:28 on the Wake Up Crew on a Taco Tuesday.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For nearly 15 years, Branches has been the place to go to find help for mental, behavioral, and emotional needs. Branches is also a place to turn for wellness. Branches weight loss, wellness care, and med management are important components in the overall ministry and message that Branches has to the Good Neighbor community. Go to branchescounselingcenter.com or call 615-904-7170.
We're talking with Wanda Copley at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
We came to the Villages to see about a workshop we were doing, and they were so nice and so much fun. And then Hope took us on a tour, and I went into an apartment, and I said, I'm going to move here. Within a couple of months, I had sold my house and moved in. The Villages of Murfreesboro.
This is Shanda with the Villages of Murfreesboro, and we invite everybody to come out and take a tour of our beautiful community. We're near the Avenue on Willow Oak Trail.
The Rutherford County Farmers Market Difference.
You want to know what our chickens eat or how our lettuce is grown?
Or maybe about our corn or our maters. Just ask.
Your farmer's right there at the booth. That's the Rutherford County Farmers Market Difference.
John R. Rice Boulevard at the Lane Agri Park, celebrating 50 years.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
7:30, Wake Up Crew Tuesday morning. Our Taco Tuesday saga will continue here in just a couple of minutes.
And happy anniversary today to Leanne and Bart Walker. They were married in 1967. Leanne Newton has a birthday. Mike Pirtle, Asa Wilson, Faith Garner, and Martha Brown. Happy birthday from News Radio WGNS.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday or anniversary with any of these folks, go ahead and get those into us. 615-893-1450. That is the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays. That's the website. And a delicious bowl of banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue is the prize. Get them in.
At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we could help, call me, John Day.
7:31, just about it here from the Wake Up Crew. We've got to look at your weather forecast right now.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. A heat advisory continues. Sunny and hot for today. Highs top out near 97 degrees with heat index values approaching 105. Winds will be light. And then tonight, mostly clear skies. Winds remain light. Patchy fogs possible in spots well after midnight. And lows drop to 74. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 77.
Good morning. It's still a bit sluggy at 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. It's trying to load up with more volume on 24 up through the Antioch area coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County. Watching it run a little bit slow up through Spring Hill right now with that traffic volume coming in from Murray County into southern Williamson on 65 there going northbound up by Saturn Parkway. Hey, Stein Dental Care in Nashville has over 500 five-star wonderful Google reviews. Ask them about the $99 new patient special. Call Stein Dental Care today in Nashville at 540-0888. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Rutherford County continues to evolve rapidly with its population climbing over 44% since 2010 to nearly 380,000 residents. To address the mounting challenges, Mayor Joe Carr and the County Commission passed a balanced budget for the upcoming fiscal year, approved unanimously without increasing property taxes. Residents can voice their concerns directly during WGNS Radio's Action Line on Wednesday, June 25th from 8:15 to 9 a.m., where Carr will take live text-in questions. A key part of the county's strategy includes a new $17 million solid waste transfer station launched on June 17th to redirect waste to Marshall County and prepare for future recycling initiatives. Additionally, a $15 million forensic science and mortuary facility is slated for Smyrna, aiming to expedite autopsy services without incurring new debt. Fire rescue has also expanded to 97 full-time personnel and 6 stations serving the non-municipal areas of Rutherford County. Complementing these infrastructure upgrades is a robust real estate market with about 1,900 homes currently listed. Murfreesboro remains the hub of activity with an average home value of around $430,000, reflecting a 1.2% rise year over year. Smyrna too shows strength with average home values near $407,000. Despite rising prices, buyer activity remains high, and homes are selling quickly, often within 16 days. The median sales price stands at $390,000, as many buyers successfully negotiate below asking price. That's all for now. For more local news quickly, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Hi, I'm Tina Busey. I'm director here at the Habitat Restore.
My name is Rocky. I'm the assistant manager here at the Restore.
Shop, save, and donate to the Habitat Restore.
And yes, we are open to the public.
And we keep 560 tons of materials out of the landfill. So be sure to donate your items to the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah. 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Since 1989, Franklin's Printworks has been Rutherford County's trusted print partner, delivering high-quality, fast turnaround printing for businesses, organizations, and individuals.
Letterhead, envelopes, business cards, brochures, booklets, all that is still our bread and butter. We do it every day.
Jeff Carlton with Franklin's Printworks.
The needs have evolved for most businesses, and they're looking for a large format capability, or they're looking for a direct mail capability. We're glad to help with those.
Franklin's Printworks, your local printing experts.
Sports. First Shot, growing in Christ with life and athletic skills.
So we teach God's Word at everything we do to implant it in them so that they understand that the only way to get through the world is with God on their side.
First Shot founder and executive director Andy Herzer.
Our focus is on our inner city here at Patterson Park.
From academics to athletics, First Shot's focus is toward building a stronger, more courageous spirit to face opportunities and obstacles that our youth confront every day. To find out more about First Shot, go to firstshottn.org.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
7:35 Tuesday morning from News Radio WGNS. Taco Tuesday, snack food report, all coming up. Sad news. We've lost another Crystal. The Crystal on Lascassas Pike is closed.
Wow, I hate that.
So the only one left is on South Church Street, I think. And there may be one in Smyrna.
Wow.
There's one in Smyrna right off Enon Springs.
Enon Springs. Okay.
Yep.
This is for you, Dalton. High Five Hot Dogs and Stuff is opening up a new pop-up spot. They're going to be inside the Core Life Eatery on Medical Center.
So is it like a ghost kitchen?
No, they call it a pop-up spot. So, I mean, they've got a little spot in the corner where they do the hot dogs. Oh. So, they have all beef hot dogs with elevated toppings like the Southern Girl, strawberry, bourbon, bacon, jam. Grilled cheese sandwiches, sides, that kind of thing. Bold flavors, it says. Another signature menu offering includes the Mexicali hot dog, the Pimento Royale grilled cheese, and the Pig Mac grill melt.
Interesting.
Options like hot dog quesadilla and Fruity Pebble French toast.
Well, I'm telling you what, a hot dog quesadilla sounds good to me.
Yeah, all of those really sound pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
When does this open?
It opened on June 19th, so it's open now. high5hotdog.com.
Okay,
if you want to look at their stuff there. So there you go. Now, time for the almost award-winning report.
Now, it's the Snack Food Report on the Wake Up Crew. Here's national correspondent Dalton Barrett.
Some interesting stuff for the Snack Food Report today, including new things at Sonic coming in July. It's a new meal, Sonic X Grillo's Pickle Collab. It is a full pickle meal at Sonic. They're going to have a pickle slushie, a big dill Sonic smash burger, which has crispy pickles, regular pickles, a dill pickle ranch on that, and pickle seasoned tater tots, which that out of all three of those sounds the best to me, is those dill pickle tater tots. Coca-Cola, no, I'm sorry, not Coca-Cola, Crumble Cookie has new dirty sodas. Testing at certain locations. They have a pineapple coconut, vanilla butterbeer, tropical twist, summer dream, peachy sunrise, mango sunrise, Malibu, paradise, Dr. Coconut vanilla, dirty Dr. Pepper, Coca Colada, Coca Loca latte, coconut lime breeze, cherry drift, butterbeer, summer splash, and raspberry wave are all of the flavors that they're testing out at their different stores. Target has new favorite day layered desserts. So these are little jar cakes. It's a jar that you buy pre-made. It's got cake and icing in the jar, so you can just take that out and eat it, keep it in your cabinet. Taco Bell is testing some new limited time drinks, including dragon fruit berry, mango peach, strawberry passion fruit, strawberry lime, pineapple lime, and tropical punch, all new drinks at Taco Bell. Ghost Energy has several new flavors, including bubblegum, raspberry cream, sour punk lemonade. Bang Energy has a new Any Means Orange, and Red Bull has their White Peach Summer Edition returning. Chick-fil-A is testing out some new flavors of sandwiches, including a spicy deluxe sandwich, which is new with jalapeno ranch on there, the classic with jalapeno ranch, and the grilled sandwich with jalapeno ranch sauce. Get that at Chick-fil-A. Capri Sun, this one's very interesting. Capri Sun now has a 15-ounce Solstice pouch for $1.50 at Walmart. So the regular pouch is small. This one's very, very long, the big Capri Sun Solstice pouch. Wendy's X Takis dropping June 20th, or I guess it did drop June 20th. You get a bag of Taki Fuego, a small soft drink, a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich, and Fuego fries. You can pick all of that up at Wendy's now. Cheez-Its has a couple new flavors, including dill pickle and blue cheese flavored Cheez-Its.
Ooh, blue
if that
cheese.
is your thing. Taco Bell is also testing new items at certain locations: seasoned beef queso crisp taco and a Cantina chicken queso crisp taco, which are both new things. Butterfinger marshmallow, you can pick that up, and Crunch white chocolate, all coming this fall.
And that is Taco Tuesday and your snack food report. 7:40 now our time.
I had 5 drunk driving charges in the last 6 years of my drinking, and I drank for over 55 years. My probation officer threatened me with a year in jail. So the next day I went to my first AA meeting. I had tried many times in my life to quit drinking, but always went back to even heavier drinking. For me, the AA program has been the easier, softer way to stop drinking. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
McCabe Vision Center.
That's what it is cataracts, because it's sort of like a film or...
He's the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
How did you know something was going on?
I had problems driving at night. If I was hitting oncoming traffic, it blinded me, essentially. I had trouble seeing people's features if they were standing with the light behind them.
McCabe Vision Center.
I don't wear my glasses anymore. This is amazing for me because I've worn glasses since junior high, and now I don't have to.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Wrapping things up for Tuesday morning, it's the Wake Up Crew on News Radio, WGNS, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric and through Sharing Change. MTE members round up their bills to support local nonprofits. Sharing Change, get it? SharingChange.org online for more information. Congrats to Abby Brasher, the good neighbor of the day today, for her wonderful spirit and contagious smile. Abby Brasher is going to receive flowers today from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS. I'm sure that's the place Bart will get Leanne's flowers today, wouldn't you think?
Oh, definitely.
Or did I just promise her flowers from Bart? Happy anniversary, Bart and Leanne.
Boy, if she doesn't get them, I'd be very disappointed if I were Leanne.
She probably would be,
yeah.
right? So there you go, our good neighbor of the day. Send in a good neighbor by texting neighbor to 615-893-1450, WGNSradio.com/good neighbor. The two very, very easy ways to get in a good neighbor to us here at the Big G.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
Hey guys, hey. What do you call a cow eating grass?
I don't know what.
A lawnmower.
Replay.
Lawnmower.
We gave that a 4.
Solid 4.
Solid 4.
Nothing wrong with a 4. That's a good score.
It was a 5.
No, he wasn't
except
happy
he
with
had
it,
the
but-
facial movements.
Well, no, it wouldn't have been a 5 without the facial movements, which is why we deducted a point.
That's not what John said. John said it was a 5, but the facial movements made it. You had to give a demerit, or what was the word you used?
Well, excuse me, but I don't think you understand. Dalton can have varying opinions, and I can have varying opinions. But what matters is what the score you initially get, you finally
Correct.
get. It doesn't matter what we just say that just to give the audience a little bit more of an understanding of why your jokes either stink or are good. So that it has nothing to do whether, oh, well, that's not what John said. I mean,
well, it's not. He was trying to say what you said. And it
understand
was
is
opposite.
there's a method to this. There's
Yes.
a method to the. We're. This is well thought out.
No, it's
this
not.
isn't just random.
No, it's not. This can't be the only thing on the show that's well thought out. Nothing else is well thought out, so this is not either.
Hey, I well think out the snack food report.
No,
this
you don't.
This guy that came back with a facial expression and said, l'amour. I mean,
it's moor.
That's
the
madness.
facial expression made it funnier.
But I deducted points.
Which
because
made it a 5, right? Because it was funnier because of the facial expression. But because the listening audience can't see your face, we had to deduct a point to make it fair.
Exactly correct, Dalton. That is exactly the same thing I was trying to say.
But you said it opposite. But anyway, what else have we learned today?
We've learned you're a jerk. You're a let's see, egotistical. Let's see,
snobbish.
Yeah. You don't care. You just throw any joke out there, and we're supposed to love every single one of them. But that is not the way it should be. I don't care who you know or what you know.
More about the score than you think about the joke. What does that say?
You don't do anything but just be jerks.
All I'm saying was, without the expression, if you hadn't had the face, I wouldn't have laughed. So therefore, we had to deduct a point. We're just trying to be fair.
Should I go behind a secret curtain somewhere but give the joke now?
I think that might be a good idea. Can you build one?
I think so, yeah.
Or just go back here. We got a curtain back here. Just go back behind there.
Just turn around and do it.
Yeah, just turn around. Well, no, then he'll see you. You'll see him. No, that's not right. Yeah, just turn around.
You just want me to go to another room.
I really don't. I really don't even want you to do a joke anymore. But I mean, it's okay. It's just too much trouble.
You got a good score. Why are you so upset?